Hello everyone. In this video I am going to review the Lenovo Zuk Z1 smartphone, and I have been using it for more than 3 weeks as my primary phone. Do you know why Lenovo named the phone as ZUK? Zuk is a Chinese internet company founded in 2015 and invested by Lenovo. So we can call it as a sub-brand of Lenovo, and warranty service is covered by them too. So I'm not going to discuss much about the technical aspects of the phone. Here is the brief details about the specification. It is installed with Cyanogen operating system based on Android Lollipop version 5.1.1, a full HD 5.5-inch display, 13 megapixel rear camera and front 8 megapixels, quad-core 2.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, 3 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal memory and 4100 mAh battery. So what is Cyanogen OS? It is a highly customizable version built on Android OS, which I will discuss it in another separate video soon. So will it support regular Android apps? Yes, it is via Google Play Store. We get all the standard Android features. And one downside is, unlike stock Android version, we will be receiving delayed updates from Cyanogen community for this phone. The model which I am reviewing is Indian specific and space green color. Let's look what we get inside the box. A eject pin for pulling out nano SIM tray. A good quality long USB connector cable which measures 1 meter in length. It has USB Type-C connector at one end that connects to the phone, and a standard USB type on the other that goes into the charger block, as well as regular USB port. A compact charger. It has a rating of 5 volt 2 amperes, and I'm not sure whether this will do fast charging. For me, it charged the 4100 mAh battery from 1 to 100% in 2.5 hours. Surprisingly, the supplied accessories was white in color, even though the phone is in different shade. You guessed right, there is no earphone present in the package. Now it is becoming a trend that most mainstream phones are sold without earphones. The phone came with a pre-applied thick matte film, which I removed it immediately after started using the phone. I want to talk a little about this new USB Type-C connector. The USB connectors we are most familiar with are called USB A and B types. So it looks like this. This one is Type B and this is Type A. So it comes in various shapes to fit smartphones, digital cameras, storage devices, etc. That made us to carry several USB cables with those different connector types for connecting devices we need. And it has to be oriented correctly while plugging. Due to massive size, it may block adjacent ports when connected. These shortcomings are addressed with this next generation USB-C type socket. It is smaller in size, just require a single cable with Type-C connector at both ends that can be used to connect all Type-C supported devices, so avoiding the mess of carrying variety of cables. And this is going to be the new standard supported in all smartphones in the future. It is an all-in-one connector, and it has the capability of transferring more electric power. With this, even we can charge a laptop battery, as done in MacBooks. And Zuk will support USB 3 speeds via this cable. Both Lenovo and Zuk names are imprinted on the back for brand conscious India. I can easily say that the build quality is top notch. Everything is tightly integrated with no creaks anywhere in the body. Both battery and back panel are non-removable. The back panel has dull metallic finish and it is not glossy as mentioned in some reviews. It might be true in the case of white color variant. And my unit has few uneven gaps between the metal frame and plastic back. So here it is. Here also you can see it. But it is not that bad to complain. One hand operation is possible until you reach the mid screen. The glossy screen is protected by cornering Gorilla Glass and anodized metal frame surrounding it. On the front, there is a multicolor LED notification light, both ambient and proximity sensors. They have earpiece, 8 megapixel camera with full HD recording, fingerprint scanner cum home button surrounded by capacitive backlit navigation keys. On the left, there is nothing much to interact with the phone except the dual nano SIM tray. At the bottom, a primary microphone, USB Type-C port for charging as well as data transfer, and a single speaker out, cutouts for antenna. On the right, power button and volume buttons, and those are made of aluminium. iPhone volume buttons are little odd to depress. On the top, there is 3.5 mm headphone jack, again cutouts for antenna. At the rear, 13 megapixel main camera, convincingly not projecting out much. Another microphone for noise cancellation, a dual LED flash. Even though the speaker output placed in front bottom, ringtone doesn't get muted while keeping phone in the shirt pocket with speaker pointing downwards. Altogether, phone feel absolutely premium in hands, especially the grey color variant, and very comfortable to hold with good amount of grip. And one downside for few people maybe will be the weight. It measures 174 grams and it is not that bulky even after having 4100 mAh battery inside. And yes, the white color model closely resembled iPhone 6 when I saw in website. It comes with 64 GB of inbuilt storage as standard, out of which 53 GB is available for users. You need to press the fingerprint scanner button with some effort to wake the screen from sleep mode. So the sensor is pretty fast and accurate to unlock the phone. I'm doing it again. It supports up to 5 fingerprints for multi-user login. So I've already configured 2 fingerprints out of 5. It even accepts fingerprints faced at 360-degree angle. So I'm doing like this. So it even recognized my fingerprint. And the home button doesn't serve as back key function anymore. The full HD reflective display has got 401 ppi and everything displayed is very crisp and vibrant. Maximum brightness is good but not best. And I hate displays with more bluish tints in order to achieve high brightness, and that was a cheaper method followed by so many manufacturers. Fortunately, this one is not plagued with that issue. Color temperature at factory default is slightly on colder side, which I corrected it manually by adjusting to 6000 Kelvin through this live display function. Live display also adjusts the color temperature automatically based on day, outdoor and night mode. Color reproduction on the screen is not that accurate and slightly saturated with more contrast added. But Zuk screen is certainly far better than other phones I have seen in this price category. Viewing angles are pretty good. Adaptive brightness worked perfectly in all conditions and touch response is good too. It came with two pre-applied themes with the phone, and these are the two. And I will show you the default apps that came as standard out of the box. Here it is. Let's move on to the audio part of the phone. Call quality on both ends was excellent when connected in 4G. Loudness is more than sufficient through the earpiece, but it is average through the internal speaker. And one minor hindrance I noticed is that while holding the cell phone in right hand for conversation, one of my finger randomly blocks the microphone, which muffles my voice on the other end. Say like this. So here is a microphone. And I tested the sound quality through 3.5mm jack with my favorite headphone. One word, audio output is just awesome. It produced crisp, well balanced sound. Let me play some audio. So this is the maximum volume for internal speaker. Zuk Z1 has very good specs for the camera on paper, but I feel it is not translated the right way in real-time usage. I will talk about rear camera. Due to slow 2.2 aperture size, image stabilization is not that good to my desire. Sometimes pictures are blurred and quite noisy in low light. Focusing is quick, complemented with very good shutter speed. Flash is very powerful, but again colors will be off if used. Pictures taken in bright light conditions are very sharp with plenty of details, produced balanced color tones. So I'll show you a sample image taken with this camera. This image is captured under sunlight. I will show it in 100% crop. Rear camera is capable of supporting 1080p video recording. Even it captures slow motion footage, and the 1080p videos are recorded at a bitrate of 20 megabits per second, and quality is just middling. Rather than the average rear camera, I am particularly impressed with front camera. It took impressive self images. Coming to performance, being a flagship chip once, this Snapdragon 801 offered great performance throughout my usage for the entire 3 weeks. Be it intensive web browsing with multiple tabs open, dialing calls in the middle of it, my desired 14 apps running in the background, dictionary lookup, accessing my desktop computer via Chrome remote desktop, selecting songs and documents among the stored 400 files, locating place via GPS, it handled everything without any lagging. And what about overheating issue? There are situations it gets little warm like video recording for more than 10 minutes or GPS navigation about 1 hour, but not at any intolerable rate. There is no hanging issues related to overheating so far in my usage. And I am very sorry that I cannot comment on gaming performance since my preference for gaming will be on my computer. But I will show you some benchmarks and gaming performance in real time. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, Wi-Fi connectivity is reasonably strong with no significant signal drops. Overall, I liked the phone and it suited my usage very well. In short, these are the positive things I noticed. Build quality is very good. Good screen for this price range. Excellent battery life. Can tweak almost everything on the phone. Call quality. USB-C port, making it future-proof in connectivity. 64 GB of internal storage for this price point. And here are the negative things. Still based on Lollipop version. Average loudspeaker. Camera is not that convincing as per the specification. No FM radio. You can't expand storage, but 64 GB is sufficient for most. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.